There's this global movement that's really picking up steam online. It's all built around one simple but powerful idea. You don't have to settle for average. It's called MGG, which stands for Mastery Grows Greatness. And they claim to be way more than just another self-help channel. So what's the real story here? Let's dig in.
And I mean, right from the get-go, this is the banner they're flying. It's so bold, so direct. It tells you exactly who this is for. This isn't for people who are just kind of, dipping their toes in self-improvement. Nope. This is for the people who've made a decision, the ones who know they want more out of life and are looking for others who feel that same fire.
Okay, so let's get down to the fundamentals. To really get what MGG is all about, you've got to look past just the videos. You have to see the whole system they're building for everyone who follows them.
So they don't just see themselves as a content channel. They've built this whole four-part framework. It's a mindset, it's a discipline, it's a lifestyle, and it's a global community, all rolled into one. And the whole idea here is that real, lasting change, it doesn't come from just sitting back and watching a video. It comes from actively taking on a new way of thinking, a new way of acting, and a new way of connecting with others.
And this right here is the absolute heart of their philosophy. See, MGG isn't about giving you something you don't already have. Not at all. Their entire premise is built on the idea of unlocking the potential that's already inside you. Even the name, Mastery Grows Greatness, tells the story. It's saying that greatness isn't some mountain you have to climb. It's the natural result you get when you master yourself.
So of course, that core philosophy shapes everything they do, especially their content. The focus is laser sharp on your internal world. We're talking about strengthening your mind, building that unbreakable discipline, breaking through mental barriers, all that stuff. It's really all about forging that solid foundation of self-mastery, starting from the inside and working your way out.
Every movement needs a why, right? A problem it's trying to solve. And for MGG, that problem is that internal battle that, let's be honest, so many of us are fighting every single day. And the next few slides, they're going to hit pretty close to home for a lot of people.
It really starts with this universal feeling, doesn't it? Just feeling stuck. Like you're in a rut and you know you're capable of more, but you just can't figure out how to get from here to there. Or how about this one? That mental paralysis that comes from overthinking everything. You know the drill. You're replaying conversations in your head, you're constantly worrying about the future, and you just get lost in there instead of actually doing anything.
And all that overthinking? Well, it leads straight to a crisis of confidence. That little voice of doubt in the back of your mind, it just gets louder and louder until it completely drowns out any belief you had in yourself.
And when you put all of that together, it culminates in maybe the most frustrating feeling there is. That deep down gut feeling that you are not living up to your potential, that you're not being the person you know you could be. This is the core pain point MGG is built to solve. So MGG has a name for all these things. They call them the silent killers of success. Think about that. These aren't just bad habits. They're seen as active forces that are literally sabotaging you. And by putting a name to them, overthinking, procrastination, fear, self-doubt, they give you a clear enemy, something you can actually fight back against.
Okay, so that's the problem they're tackling. But what about the solution? This is where MGG really tries to set itself apart from, well, pretty much everyone else in the self-development space.
Yeah, their whole identity is really built on this contrast. They draw a very clear line in the sand. On one side, you have what they call motivational fluff, the vague theories and hype that make you feel good for a minute. And on the other side, you have what MGG is, real psychological transformation, principles based on high performance, and simple, practical solutions that actually work.
And that really gets to their core promise. The goal for every single video, every piece of content, is to give you one thing: solutions. They don't just want to make you think, they want to give you a tool, a technique, a new way of looking at things that you can use today, right now.
And listen to this, your future self is begging you to learn this information. Wow, that's a powerful line, isn't it? It completely reframes learning. It's not a chore anymore. It becomes a responsibility to the person you want to become. It creates this real sense of urgency, like the stakes couldn't be higher.
So what exactly is the MGG difference? What do they say makes their approach world-class? Well, they break it all down into 4 main pillars that really define the whole experience.
All right, let's walk through these. First up,
high-quality content. We're talking stuff that's crafted with psychology and neuroscience. But hey, information is useless if you can't do anything with it, right? So the second pillar is usable information. Clear steps and real solutions you can apply the same day. Third, they know this journey is tough to do by yourself, so they've built a caring community, a real support system. And that brings us to the final piece. That community is a no-ego, no-judgment zone. It's a space where you belong, period. Whether you're feeling broken, you're in the middle of rebuilding, or you're already on your way up.
Okay, so this is where it all comes together. We get to the big promise, right? The your greatness is waiting part. This is what MGG says happens when you really commit to the process. And this quote just says it all. Mastery builds the foundation. Greatness is the result. It's such a perfect summary of their whole philosophy. You don't chase greatness. It's not the goal. It's the byproduct. You just focus on the daily work, on mastering your mind, your habits, your emotions, and greatness just happens. It's the result.
I love this next metaphor. Your mind is your weapon. We show you how to sharpen it. It just perfectly captures how they see their role. See, MGG isn't trying to be the hero in your story. You are. The weapon, your mind, is already yours. Their job is just to be the one who hands you the tools to sharpen it, to make it as effective as it can possibly be.
So in the end, subscribing to MGG is framed as more than just a click. It's a decision. It's you declaring, I'm done playing small. I am ready to level up. It's not about just watching videos anymore. It's an active choice to stop settling and to commit to a higher standard for yourself. It's a personal call to action.
And this is where they leave you, with this final, powerful question. It shifts the whole thing from being just about you to being about your contribution. The idea is that mastering yourself isn't a selfish act. It's so you can bring the absolute best version of yourself to the world, a world that needs you at your highest level. So it all comes down to one simple question you have to answer for yourself. Are you ready?